we are not able to do the unified field theory. What's your take on it, sir?
Well, you know, I don't work on unified field theories, but I think when progress happens, you know it's happened, because a whole lot of answers. First of all, a real progress not only kind of answers the question you were trying to answer, but it answers other questions that you didn't think you were trying to answer. I think India has to be part of the the technological development of the future, and China is investing a lot of money in, I guess, in this quantum initiative, which I know about, right? And I think it's important. You have to do two things. I guess Mr. Modi was talking about. He wanted to encourage the state universities and spread, encourage not just the IITs, but also the state universities. But also, but I think you also need to not spread all the research money out a small amount for everyone. You actually do want to keep funding your top institutions and make it possible for the top people at the top institutions, the ones who are really doing productive and doing something, to give them the encouragement to build the groups. You see these new laboratories, and they've been quite successful in reversing brain drain, getting people to come home, making it very attractive for excellent expatriates to come back and get a lot of support to build up a lab. And so India has a huge number of people in their diaspora around the world who do fantastic science too. And some people, luckily some Indians come back who, for cultural reasons, they realize they want to be back home, and they come back home, but it's often not so easy, right, to come back from the US or Europe or something and set up. Actually, it's gone ahead so fast that, I mean, when you look at it's actually become black magic again, right? Now you have, when I was small, we could take apart old radios and see how they worked and things. Nowadays you can't really, if you take apart your iPhone, you can't really see what's making it work, and it turns into black magic in some way. You have a picture coming on the screen. But I think with the, it's important for people to, some people at least in the technology, to understand how things work and form the base energy diffusion of scientific culture around them. Because people build a kind of school around themselves, right? There's the top people, they teach the way they teach the way they think about the problem and spread their own particular insights into things to the students they train, and it builds there's pretty well quite a number of different schools of thought in physics built around various innovative people, and I had the luck to have such a person as my PhD advisor, and he's also, in fact, there's quite a lot of, in our area, there's quite a lot of contact with Indian scientists, I think often built around Phil Anderson's mentorship of many Indian. I guess scientists, I suppose, we kind of say it's not us who are disturbing the nature, it's the technologists who use the stuff that we find to disturb the nature. So I suppose this is sort of...
since you are a nature lover also.
I obviously very grave things are happening with global warming, and we need to reverse some of the bad effects of our technological advances too. But I think science is going to be the key for mitigating effects like global warming. We're going to have to use genetically modified GMO organisms to make new crops that will. We're going to need science to kind of overcome the problems that we've created with our own use of science. We can't avoid technological advances, right? So we can't go back to agrarian country life where everyone's growing their crops. And we've already disturbed nature, and people are not going to go back to. We do need to learn how to undo some of the effects and stop doing the things which are affecting the ecology. But the scientists themselves are not going to be. It's a mass of humanity who are doing this. It's not the scientists themselves. But we can only, I suppose, we learn about how things work, and I suppose that opens the box for people to take the results of science and do good or bad with it, right? But people have to. Everyone wants to have a better life, and somehow it leads to the world population increasing and
the climate change summits that have been recently held have not led anywhere, but they have been translated into advancement in ways of ecological sustainability. Do you think scientists also need to both congregations come together, physicists, chemists, and all, or they need to come together to devise ways of stopping the catastrophe that we are wreaking on the planet?
Well, most scientists, we're trying to warn about things like global warming, and in certain countries, those warnings seem to be not paid heed to. I think we have a duty to tell the facts like they are. In science, things are not really a matter of opinion, right? In science, you can check if something is science, experimental observations and things tell you whether something is correct or not. Things get put to the test, and scientists can just tell it like it is. But the politicians and the people who run society have to. We can't make them do something. And I think try to learn mathematics. It will help you for whatever job you go into, to be numerically literate. And if you want to go into science, I think it's an exciting thing to study. And even if you don't end up becoming a scientist, many people go into science with the dream of becoming a research scientist. Obviously, there's not that many people many more people are going to study science. But once you've studied science, it's actually teaching you how to think about things and how to logically, analyze the situation. And these skills you get from studying science will help you in many different jobs.